Incubos, what's up? Final here today, Final Fantasy Talk. Today we're going to talk about some more Final Fantasy 15 news, and today we got some pretty bad news about Final Fantasy 15. This just came out today. I'm doing this video today. I'm going to post this video today, and we're going to talk about it today. So basically what's going on is that a developer and producer from Square Enix was interviewed last week or something. I think it was last week, somewhere in Japan anyway. And they were talking about Final Fantasy 15. They were talking about how Final Fantasy 15 is going, how the fans want it and everything. And he got, the producer got some questions. And basically, he said that if we keep adding to Final Fantasy 15. If we keep adding to Final Fantasy 15, we'll never finish this game. You know, there has to be a limit to where we need to stop adding to this game, because this game is going to be pretty huge. This game is going to be not like any other Final Fantasy game before, and it's a change, and it's a good change. But apparently it's going to take a lot longer. For sales, money, and producing problems. And this is all true. This is from Square, all themselves. Now, the 2016 is where they're thinking that this game will be released. That is the rumor. It could be even longer than 2016. That's the thing. And the reason why they're saying this is that looking at the PS4, I thought they'd gone too far. I wish they would just let us off the hook. As you know, when the PS3 came out in 2006, it took Square Enix to 2009 to put out Final Fantasy 13. Now, I think they, you know, I don't blame them. You know, it's hard going from another system to another system to another system to another system in years' time, and you have to up your game. You got to up your game and go with the system's graphics, go with the system's, you know, everything. So that's one of their problems. But the main problem why they are losing, why this is going to take a lot more time, is for the sales. The sales that they have been getting. This is true. I've been saying this for almost a month now, and this is true. The sales, even Square Enix, they said that they have lost a extraordinary loss in 2013 of sales in Final Fantasy. They've lost a lot of money. But then when Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn came out, that got them, that the sales went really high, really high. They're still making money to this day of Final Fantasy 14, of course, because it's an MMO. It's an MMO. You pay monthly for the game, and then, you know, expansion packs whenever it comes out and everything. But the main drop was Lightning Returns. It was Lightning Returns. It was the lowest sold Final Fantasy game to history and date, and it's still going that way. It's not getting the boost that it needs, and new Final Fantasy games are not getting the boost that it needs. The fans are not there. They're not there. Well, the fans are there. There's still loads of Final Fantasy fans that for Lightning Returns. I'm one of them. I want Lightning Returns. I can't wait for it in about 2.5 weeks. Yeah, actually no, it's less than 2 weeks, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, you know, I'm one of those people, whatever, you know. But the other people that were there before, that bought all these copies of Final Fantasy, they're not there anymore. We split into half. Final Fantasy 13, they got, you know, Final Fantasy 13 is the fourth most sold Final Fantasy game. It is the first 13. Then when Final Fantasy 13 2 came out, it dropped 65% of sales compared to Final Fantasy 13. And now that Lightning Returns is out, it is the lowest sold Final Fantasy game that's ever happened in history. And, you know, once that happened, you're going to lose a lot of money. And this is why Final Fantasy 15 is taking a lot of time. Because Final Fantasy 15, if you're adding to it, so much money is going into it. And if their sales not going well, they're going to have some problems. It's going to take more time. Of course it's going to do that. So this is what I'm getting at. This is what I was saying before to the people who were kind of hating on me for saying Lightning Returns was the lowest sold Final Fantasy game. Which it is. I'm not saying that out of my own opinion. I want Lightning Returns. I want to play it and everything. I think it's going to be good. But it's true. You cannot break common sense. You cannot break point of view. You can't break the truth. You know, it's true. It is the lowest sold Final Fantasy game. And if that's true, then what's going to happen with the next Final Fantasy game? If their previous Final Fantasy game are not getting as great of sales, how are they going to make money to get the other Final Fantasy game going? Well, Final Fantasy 14 and Realm Reborn is still doing that, of course, but, you know, they need the sales, you know, they need that to make this game. And since Lightning Returns is coming out in North America in about 2 weeks, of course they're going to get lots more sales. Of course they're going to do that, but still, it's still at that point where it is the lowest sold Final Fantasy game. And you think, because Japan is all about Final Fantasy, dude. That's where it's made. You think all the Japanese fans that are there would buy that game. But sadly, not this time. Definitely not this time. And now it's coming to North America and everything. Who knows? Maybe it'll blow up. Who knows? Maybe it'll get 1 million sales in the first 2 weeks or something. Who knows? But how likely that is? Not very likely at all. And now that Final Fantasy X HD is coming out in about a month and a half, hell, Final Fantasy X HD did more than half better sales than Lightning Returns, and that was just a remake. So what I'm looking at here is that a lot of, if they want to do this game, I think what's their main money is going to be is 10 HD when it comes out this month, and Kingdom Hearts 2.5. 2.5, they said that they're making it this year, whatever. It said that it's going to come out this year, and that, you know, 2.5 is going to blow up. You know, if Final Fantasy X HD is just doing so well right now, and you know all those Kingdom Hearts 2 people, I've talked to so many people who are just like, yeah, dude, Kingdom Hearts 2, that's where it's at, and you know that game's going to blow up. So I think that's going to be the main profit. Of course 14 is still going. Of course other games are going to be bought and everything, but still, you know, the three main ones that are going to get the big money at this time: 10 HD, Kingdom Hearts 2.5, and Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn. Lightning Returns, I would consider that a bonus money. You know, it's just true. You know, it's really true, and that's why Final Fantasy 14 is being pushed back. Not Final Fantasy 14. That's why Final Fantasy 15 is being pushed back so much, and that's what they said. You know, is due to the sales of the new Final Fantasy games that are not doing well as before, and that's why they're pushing it back more and more, and due to system of the, you know, new system, the PS4 and everything, and Xbox One. Of course, that's one reason as well, another reason as well, but mainly it's the sales. And hey, Final Fantasy 13 fanboys, fans, whatever you want to call it, don't hate on me. You know, it's true. You know, I'm not saying this out of my own opinion. Like I said, it's true. What else can I say? You know, I'm not going to stand here for, you know, I'm not going to make an 8-minute video how much I dislike 13. I like 13, but it's not considered my favorite. It's not considered in my top 5 Final Fantasy games. But that's just my own opinion. But I'm not going to sit here and hate it, because I do somewhat like Final Fantasy 13 and 13 too. But who knows, maybe Lightning Returns will change my opinion at the end. You know, you can't judge a game, you can't judge a full series until you play it all. And that's what's going to happen to me in about 2 weeks. I'll be recording it all, blind let's play and everything, and we're gonna have fun with it, of course. And who knows, maybe my opinion will change, maybe it won't, and maybe, you know, we'll just see what happens. Really, we'll see what happens. So anyway, Kubos, you let me know in the comments below what you think about this. What do you think about the sales of the dropping of Lightning Returns and other games as well? What do you think Square can do? And what do you think about the pushback for Final Fantasy 15? We all want this game. We really do all want this game. But the sales problem, that's a huge problem. And I think the sequel thing for 13 wasn't the best idea at all. I think it was I give Square Enix respect for doing that all. I give them fully respect of doing Lightning Returns and 13 too. give them fully respect. They took the chance and did it, and that's awesome. The games are pretty good. They're 13-2. I prefer 13-2 than 13, to be honest with you. It was a good game. But they took the chance, and sadly, a lot of other people did not like that chance, and they kind of just moved away. You know, I'm not one of those people. I'm still going to be here and everything for Light Returns and everything, but a lot of other people just pushed back and was not interested in anymore. So hopefully the sales are, you know, Final Fantasy Light Returns and 10 HD does even better in America, North America, and Europe. Hopefully it does. Maybe they can get some profit again, and hopefully 2.5 comes out this year, and Kingdom Hearts 2.5, and does even better than all those games combined. And if that's the case, then who knows, maybe Final Fantasy 15 will be even earlier then. You know, it's just all based on time. So anyway, Kubos, you let me know in the comments below what you think, and yeah, gave my point of view. What I said, everything about that was true from Square, and hey, you let me know in the comments below what you think about Kubos. This is an opinion series, and of course news and everything as well, so I don't judge opinions, so leave your comments below. Remember, become a Kubo today. We are really going well in YouTube right now, so I think it's really awesome, so become a Kubo today, Kubos, and yeah, so anyway, Kubos, hope you enjoyed. I'm Final, and I'm out. Kubo, see ya!
Shake down.